Hi folks, this is College Algebra Take Home Assignment 5. We're asked to expand and simplify this terrible looking expression. Now we know what this should turn out to be. What we're doing is testing the factor theorem. And so where this came from, if you recall from class, is we had a quadratic 2x squared plus x plus 1 equals 0. And we went through the quadratic formula, b squared minus 4ac, all that good stuff. We came up with these two roots, and then we factored this using the factor theorem. Okay, so what we want to do is put the factor theorem to the test here. So we're going to leave that 2 out front here first, and just, use distributive property here. The first, outer, inner, last, FOIL kind of a thing. X times x is x squared. And I have x times this, so that's minus x times this guy minus x times this guy plus the product of these two things. Okay, so first times first, x times x gives you x squared. Outer, x times this is that. The inner, x times this gives you that. And then last, negative times negative is positive. This number times that number. So we'll just take it one step at a time here. X squared. I can change this to plus a negative x times this. And so if I distribute a negative x through there, I'm just going to get a positive x plus xi radical 7 over 4 plus a negative x and distribute that through. That's going to be a positive x minus xi radical 7 over 4 plus multiply these two denominators gives me a 16, and I FOIL this out. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. I get a positive I radical 7, a negative I radical 7, they cancel, and a plus I squared times radical 7 squared. So 2 times x squared plus, these have a common denominator, so I can go ahead and add their numerators. I've got x plus x is 2x, xi radical 7 minus xi radical 7 cancel. That gives me 2x over 4 plus I have this is a minus. Let's do this carefully again. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Negative 1 times this is a positive I radical 7. This gives you the negative I radical 7. They cancel. A positive I radical 7 times a negative I radical 7 is a negative I squared radical 7 squared. So this really should be a negative here. Now we have to go in and look at this a little more carefully. Take a little sidebar here. I squared is negative 1. Radical 7 squared is 7. So what this amounts to on top here is 1 minus a negative 7 over 16. 2 times, I got x squared plus x over 2 plus 8 over 16. And sure enough, when you distribute the 2 through, you got 2x squared plus x plus 1, which is exactly what we expected to get. So this is one of these kinds of problems you need to do at least once in your life to convince yourself that the factor theorem really is doing what it's supposed to do. And that'll do it for Take Home 5.